Hello, hopefully you were able to have a good think about management and leadership yesterday and to read the material that was presented. Now today, what we're going to do is to start to have a little look at leadership theory and to start talking about the different approaches to leadership. Now don't worry, this isn't going to be too heavy duty. What I want to do though is to start to prepare you for what you might want to do in how you will change as a leader and become a better leader. Now, I'm just going to introduce you to 4 different approaches, and we'll talk a little bit more about one in detail for today. Now, there's 4 basic approaches to leadership theory. There's the quality or traits approach. In other words, it is who we are and how we interact with the world. Traits being something which is perhaps more intrinsic to us, the way we're born. Qualities, again, it's something innate in us, but qualities are something that can be developed and developed over time. Then there are the behavioural models of leadership, how we behave, modelling behaviours, good behaviours, the behaviours of effective leaders, and then trying to repeat those ourselves. Then there's the functional models, just simply describing a set of behaviours, a set of drills, procedures for you to follow. And if you do that, then you'll be a more effective leader. And finally, what's called contingency theory. In other words, looking at how leaders behave in different jobs and trying to pick the right leader, the right person, the right style for the right job. And perhaps that's something it's worth reflecting on already about yourself. But let me talk more today about the traits or qualities. And what I want to do is to compare 2 different approaches. A very traditional one. When you read traditional leadership theory, you'll often get lists of qualities. And a lot of old-fashioned leadership theory is based around personal qualities. So let me tell you a very traditional military one, and many of these things come from a military background. And you'll read them there in the text. Absolute fitness, complete integrity, enduring courage, daring initiative, undaunted willpower, knowledge, judgment, and team spirit. Now, all of those tend to be more traits, tend to be things which are more intrinsic to you, and you do or you don't have those. And that can be a little bit off-putting. But more recent research suggests that there are qualities, and most leadership qualities, which can be developed. And I really like a list produced by Dr. Cyril Levicki, because this is actually much more useful for us as business leaders. You'll see there tenacity, stamina, long-term wisdom, emotional intelligence, judgment, especially around priorities, equanimity, your ability to stay cool and calm, character, the person you are, your capacity to inspire followership, and your love for fellow human beings. Now, in the text, you will see all of these described in more detail. But what I'd like you to do, and I'd suggest you do today, is to think about when you're interacting with people, what qualities can you feel and see in yourself? Maybe you want to ask a colleague to just tell you what they think your top 1, 2 or 3 leadership qualities are. And take away Dr. Levicki's list and see if you can identify those in yourself. Are you sticking with it? Do you have the stamina? Do you have the wisdom that's required for your job? The emotional intelligence, don't worry too much about that. We'll be talking more about that later in the programme. Your judgment, whether you're cool under pressure, and your capacity to inspire followership. And again, that's something we'll come back to later. But also this business of, do you have that intrinsic love for your fellow human being? Because that lies at the heart of true leadership. And have a little think about that as you go about your work today as you interact with people. So think about it, think about what qualities you have, maybe ask others, and do read the text. And we'll talk more about an alternative approach to leadership in the next segment.